Hello and welcome to Torg's Day Night on the Ulysses International channel. I am JM, your GM. These are the Horsemen, and we are glad to be back playing some Torg. But before we get started, we got a couple of announcements, a little bit of housekeeping, a couple of quid pro quos to get through. First of all, if you like Torg and you're on Foundry Virtual Tabletop, there's some great news for you. Ulysses is doing a lot of work with Foundry. There's a ton of Dark Eye modules out there. They've got some Torg modules out there, and we're announcing that it's freely available. Hostile Takeover. That's hostile like the place that you stay when you're backpacking through Europe to be murdered by someone. Not hostile, which is what the Horsemen are about to face. It is a alpha clearance adventure written by Dale Hayhurst. It was originally published in the 2018 Delphi mission book Rising Storm. It's been fully adapted for the Foundry Virtual Tabletop, so if you follow the link that are delightful and wonderful and artistically eyed producer JD will put in the show notes and in the chat, you can head over there and get that module for yourself. It's got the complete text of the adventure to guide you from start to finish, 2 maps already put in with line of sight and dynamic lighting, all of that great stuff. I really enjoy Foundry. I enjoy a lot of the music that they use. If you have not checked it out, check out the Iconic podcast. We did 2 different episodes on Foundry. You can hear our thoughts on it. It's a great virtual tabletop. Again, I really like the fact that you can put music triggers in there for your group, and if you combine it with the Torg soundtracks, well, then you've got something pretty special there. Speaking of things that are pretty special, a good friend of the show, the gentleman who designed the box that I'm currently floating in, as well as the boxes that everyone else is currently floating in. He did our Torg banners. He did the Fading Suns banners. Bob Crumb has a Kickstarter going on right now on Kickstarter for a series or for a set of poker cards that he has done all of the art for. It's called Dark Patina. He may be in the chat tonight. If you've got questions, toss them out there, see if he responds. Otherwise, check it out on Kickstarter. It's about, it was almost 50% funded the last time I looked. So hopefully that continues to go well from him. Bob, as a friend of the show and as a friend of mine, I hope you do well. We will be seeing more of Bob's artwork in channel as the studio games continue. More on that later. But you guys didn't come here to watch me shill for friends and games. You came here to watch characters die, and so let's get into it. The Horsemen are in Pan Pacifica right now, having met up with their Delphi Council contact Maru, who had recovered, thanks to Bureau G, hashtag Bureau G, recovered the Eternity Shards that another group of Storm Knights are very careless, and they lost them. Just kidding, John. You were, brutally beaten and thrown in a Russian prison for several months. So they're in Pan Pacifica looking for this penultimate piece of this puzzle that the Delphi Council has been sending Storm Knights out to find. The blade, the Hanzhou blade, which was lost after World War II. They got some information that it may be in the hands of an antiquities collector. Going down to the antiquities market in Shanghai, they wandered in, found some phone cases, and in a stall outside, and then witnessed an old man being captured by corporate security, or possibly not. The group discovered that they are most likely Ghost Syndicate, affiliated with the gangs who have reorganized and reunified in the face of the Katanas Corporation and the invasion by Pan Pacifica. Tracking them to a luxury set of apartments, we discovered that the leader of the gang... Okay, that's fair, Greg. Greg's not here to see characters die. He's here for that look of complete befuddlement when you guys do something I'm not expecting. This group of Ghost Syndicate was led by a stormer familiar to Lapis, Li Mae, who apparently smelled Lapis. So, take that for how you will.
Nobody else commented the whole time, so I'm going to assume it's not actually me.
So, we're going to pick up right there, and as it's Becca's first fight with Lapis since the last time she was here, we're going to let her tell me when to stop shuffling. Again, for those of you who are wondering in chat, yes, I can riffle shuffle. It is very disturbing to the mics on the table, and it's not as visually appealing behind the screen.
Before I tell you to stop, when do I play my
You can play
cosmic card?
as soon as you tell me to stop and whether you want me to cut or not. And
So
then
I gotta tell you to stop first, and then
yeah, that's
I
the
can
order of
play it.
events. Yeah.
Okay, but what if I want to play it before I tell you to
You
stop?
don't have a choice. Otherwise, I'll just look through the deck and pick the card.
All right, you can stop.
Do you want me to cut?
No.
All right, go ahead and play your Cosm card.
Feud! Someone is out to get your hero. We all know who. Yeah, so the foe might attempt an ambush, frame them for some crime or offense, or simply tarnish their reputation. Gain 1 to 3 possibilities.
Okay. In this case,
Oh, good. I got 3. That's not terrifying.
that's not terrifying at all. All right, well, here we go. The first card for our initiative. John, you're our everyman for this arc, having not played Torg for quite a while. Remember, we use the drama deck for initiative. The drama deck tells us a ton of cool things, including who goes first, if any side gets a bonus or a penalty, and what the approved action is. If you take the approved action, you get a destiny card. The approved action on this card is any multi-action. Don't worry, Mr. Furious. Perhaps the Horsemen can funnel the Hajo blade over to Bureau G. Just saying. Villains will go first, and heroes will go second. Any multi-action is approved. So, starting off, Li Mae, Lapis' reputation has been tarnished by disgusting rumors of heroism.
Lies.
I feel like Mr. Furious deserves a possibility for that one. That one was good stuff.
My nose is still real, so I can't blame that for not being able to smell you.
All right. So, she slides over the front of the van, pulling out her twin 9mm, and she
Impressive.
double taps right at you.
Tight.
Tight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and she rolled an 8, so we're going to spend a sweet possibility money.
Sweet.
15 to...
I always want to interrupt, and I have to remember I do not have that ability.
Not in this game, Maddie. Not in this game.
I don't believe that a
Nope.
19 hits you.
A
Nope.
19 is.
A 19 does hit you, right in the dodge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you will take 14 damage, nothing extra, but she does have one.
14 damage means what?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
It's 5 up off your toughness, so you guys can just see as she kind of.
No. It's less than 5 off my. Oh no, I do. It's a 9. You're right. Sorry, my bad.
You'll take 1 wound, 2 shock, and 1 point of the GM is always right.
I
Write that one
am
down.
not going to do that, and instead, I'm going to expend a charge on my force field.
Okay. Meanwhile, as I said, some of the guards are kind of dragging the old man into the elevator, pushing the young, angry,
I don't remember what she has.
the young, angry man into the elevator. And the other 3 come running, leaping off of the support pillars and come crisscrossing across parked cars, running from one to the other as they cross the distance remarkably fast. And they engage Edith, Simeon, and Tyrannic. As they come up, you can see that while the guys with guns have pulled back into the the elevator to keep it clear. These three have stowed most of their weapons, and as they are running across, you can see that they do have those katanas. However, all right, they come flying in with their just with elbows, fists, knees, and kicks. So let's start this off. Simeon, oh, that's a 20, and followed by a 19, so that's a 39. That's plus 11. Simeon, what is your unarmed combat defense?
7.
Okay. Simeon, this guy kind of steps up on a wall, spins 360 degrees around, extending his leg, and he puts his boot right to your face.
Now, I also have a force field. Can I engage that?
You can engage that as soon as we figure out damage.
Okay.
We're missing out.
Yeah, they both have force fields. Missed
Well,
that one.
It is the best perk in Nile Empire because
Right.
you go, aha! You can't hit me.
Oh man.
Picked the wrong one.
You don't have one either?
No,
Oh.
I'm not from Nile Empire.
Oh.
2 wounds and 4 shock.
Oof.
So, Lapis, why don't you explain how this sweet force field thing works?
So you can, each time that the hero suffers a wound, you can expend a charge to block 1 wound and 2 shock.
Okay.
So depending on how many charges you have, you can do just 1
Right,
and
I
take
think
half
I-
damage. Or you can do a
I started with
possibility and try to soak all that damage. It's kind of up to you.
I think I'll use the charge on my force field.
2 charges to ignore the whole thing?
Or just 1 for half.
I'll do 1 for half. Now I do have an armor of 1. Does
I already
that-
figured, yeah. This is after your armor. You take 2 wounds and 4 shock. If you use a charge from your force field, make sure you do this right, Jam. You take 1 wound and 2 shock.
Okay.
What would
Okay.
mine be?
I'll
don't
just
know.
do. I'll do 1.
Okay.
Okay, and you'll take the 1 wound and the 2 shock?
Right.
Okay. Edith, the guy coming towards you, as you turn, monster trench coat kind of flowing in the wind, he sees that they're lined with guns. Edith might have picked up trench coat warfare. And you see he's going to take a multi-action. He is going to try and maneuver you into a bad position by diving through the open windows of 2 cars,
I didn't even realize.
coming up in a
Okay.
tumble and trying to catch you under the chin with his fists.
No.
And then just
Edith,
you do
what
one
is
for anything you do.
your
Okay.
maneuver?
That was shock also.
No.
11.
11. All right. Okay, so he got a good success against you, so he's going to make you very vulnerable, so -4 to your defenses.
No.
And then your unarmed is 10. Okay, so Edith, he catches you with a rising haymaker right up under your chin. 4.
Hey, this is probably a good time to ask this question. Is my unarmed defense supposed to be the same as my unarmed combat?
Yes.
Yes.
It's actually 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my own fault, sorry.
No, that's fine. That doesn't change anything. You definitely feel your teeth crack
Ooh.
as he connects sort of with your jaw, and Edith, you might want to spend some possibilities because that's 3 wounds and 6 shock.
Whoosh.
Is this man made out of metal?
No, but apparently your jaw is made out of glass.
Not Edith. She has jawbones that could cut down. Have you
Jawbones
seen
for days.
Her cheek and jawbone?
Tyrannic, you briefly, as this guy's moving way fast, as this guy's moving way faster than you can kind of keep track. Like you kind of catch these shifts between the shadows of the car. What is your trick?
It is a 9.
Your trick is a 9.
Am I being tricked? Is that what's
You are
happening?
being tricked. He's trying. So you are going to be very stymied, or you're going to be just stymied. So you're going to take a -2 to everything you do.
I don't like that. Okay.
And then he will catch you. You just see there's a brief moment where like you kind of are looking around. Peaches just gives you the like, I don't see him, man. And then there is a shadow out of the side as this knee catches you right in the temple. Tyrannic, you have a 12, which means you just take base damage because I did not roll real well with that, even with the possibility. So you will take 1 shock.
Okay.
All of that sweet description for
All right.
1 shock of damage.
Womp womp.
So it's like your nose got tapped and your
Yeah.
eyes are kind of blurry.
Like all my allergies are acting up.
That's right. He looks, his eyes kind of go a little wide, and you see his hand goes to his katana, and as you guys watch, they all draw their blades, and there's this hum that fills the room. And Li Mae goes, "Still time to run away, Lapis. It's what you're good at after all, isn't it?" Heroes, it is your turn.
I just have how do the electric katanas work?
You hit the little button and wow.
Right, so is there like an electric current running through it?
Yes, but they are not like, there's no computer system, like there's no Wi-Fi or anything like that in there.
No,
What are you asking for?
I kind of want to see if I can hack the sprinkler system. Would that affect the electric katanas?
Great idea.
Let me see.
That was my thought.
Ion circuitry and it just causes the blade to glow with energy. So it's not actually. Let's see here. I don't know that it's actually like electrified or if they just call them electric
That name
katanas.
is misleading.
It is very misleading. Piercing. I will let you count it as a trick
Okay.
to see if you can get them to at least like react poorly to the sprinklers going off.
Okay.
If that
Yes. So, unless someone else has something they want to do first.
No, go for it.
I was gonna see, can I multi-action and try and
you can try and trick all of them.
turn the sprinklers on and keep the elevator from going anywhere? Like just
Yes,
hack
so
the
that'll
whole
be
building system?
it'll be we'll call it a I'll let you do it as a computer's roll versus their trick.
Okay.
And are you gonna try and target all 4 of them?
Yes.
So you'll take a -6 to the final total to get this all done.
Okay.
And you're stopping the elevator all in one go.
Trying to.
So that is -8.
Okay.
But you're definitely gonna get this destiny card if it's successful.
We'll find out. What do we need?
Probably
to
a good one.
Lord.
Ugh. One of those sucked. Okay. 19 and 7 is 26. I can math.
You totally can math. I have faith in you.
So that is plus 9. So 16 and 9 is 25. 25 minus 8 is 17.
All right. So 17 is good enough to get a standard success, and the doors, you see the doors start to close, and then they spring back open. You don't have a good grip on the computer system,
Okay.
so they can overwrite it manually, but that will take a whole turn for them to do. However, a 17, let's see here, trick, cool, and trick, yarp. All right, so you can make them very vulnerable, where they all take a -4 to their defenses for 1 round.
Okay.
Or you can make them very stymied, where they all have to take. Very vulnerable gives your team side a +4. Very stymied gives their side a -4. Which would you prefer?
Well, they already attacked this round, so.
If you make them very vulnerable,
Yeah, vulnerable.
everybody gets.
I'll light them up for everybody else.
All right, they're all very vulnerable. Thank you, Greg. Greg said,
What are you
given the number of Pan Pacifica fights that take place in urban rainstorms, I have to imagine that electric katana engineers solve that water issue right after the first few electric samurai deaths.
Mhm.
We have this great weapon that keeps killing the people that use it. Ooh, we should fix that.
I thought I found a
It,
loophole.
no, it was
so
it was,
Yeah,
it was
it's
sweet.
good.
No, and you. All right, who's going next? Water comes like there's this brief moment where V's eyes kind of flash, and one of the guys in the elevator, you hear him say something unkind, and then all of the fire suppression things come up. There are sprinklers and heavier than air gas that starts falling. Halogen gas, I think that's what it is. And the other side kind of reacts, looking around to see what happens, making it easier for all of you to draw a bead on them.
I'll go. Let's.
Go for it.
Okay. Now, what I would like to do. I
John,
have
may I interrupt you real quick? I'm sorry. What did you get on your reality roll there, Lily?
I'm at -4, right?
Why would you be at -4?
Because you hit me, so I'm
No,
very
that was
vulnerable.
just to make them.
Okay.
Yeah. No. You don't take the penalty. They got a bonus.
Oh,
to
I
hit you. No.
I see. Okay.
Sorry, John. I needed to make sure.
Then I got a 15.
A 15. So instead of taking 3 wounds and 6 shock, you take 1 wound and no shock.
Right.
All right, John.
So I'm at -2 though now,
Do you have 2 wounds?
or I'm at -1.
You're at
sorry.
-1. Yep. Don't forget, John. You take a minus equal to all actions equal to your wound level.
Oh, right. Okay. Now I have some gear that I want to use, but it has a limitation that I can't be in melee.
Okay.
So do I have to do something to break? Because I'm in melee, right?
You are in melee.
Do I have to do something to break from?
There is actually a rule for that. Well, I looked that up. Why don't we let someone else go real
Okay.
quick?
Oh, well, maybe I can help with that then.
Okay.
Are the 3 that are in our little cluster within 5 meters of me?
If you leave melee, you become vulnerable for 1 turn. Everybody gets +2 to hit you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, are they within 5 meters of me?
Yeah, they're all within 5 meters.
Okay, well I will cast a miracle of repel.
All right.
And that hopefully would
Yeah.
get you in good
All right.
shape.
So you're gonna need. You're going to multi-target.
Yes.
Okay. So there are 3 people within 5 meters of you that you want to hit.
But it affects. It's one miracle that affects everybody.
Oh,
in 5
go
meters,
for it.
So.
Everybody.
Well, everybody that I want. It's you.
That seems really suspiciously in your favor.
It says enemies, so whoever.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Lapis isn't within 5 meters, so she's fine.
Wow.
unless you consider her an enemy.
I do very much, but
I was
Just
gonna
throw
say,
it out the
everybody
plane.
in chat has been wondering, okay, if it's,
Go.
enemies, villains go first, does Lapis go first
right,
then? Or does Lapis go to hero?
Yes,
It's been an ongoing debate.
yes, totally. So it's a 15, which is a good success, and so it affects anybody whose strength is below 16. Or yeah.
It's strength 16. All right, so you will push all 4 of them out of melee range, or all 3 of them out of melee range.
Great. Okay.
All right, so you guys just, how does it look, Tyrannic? What do you do?
Well, I also want to cast Bloodbath.
Or spend your
Spend
cosm
your-
card, Bloodbath?
Yes. So I
I was like, I
What
thought that's
does
just how
Bloodbath
tyrannic
say?
bathes. Why would you need a special miracle for that?
exactly. So I, of course, am pulling out my samurai sword because they already pulled out their samurai.
That's fair.
Comparing
So
samurai
in a very anime move, in the act of pulling it out, I cast the miracle. Not only they are pushed back, but they all take 2 shock.
Oh my gosh, it's a very...
So what does the Bloodbath card do for
A whirlwind of shocks, blows, slashes, and other attacks causes 2 shock to every non-reality rated foe in a combat encounter.
Oh.
Does that include the guys in the elevator then?
Yeah, are they in the encounter?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
No.
They'll take 2 shock.
Now these destiny
Okay.
cards kind of have to be added to a pool
Mhm.
first.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't
Yeah.
forget when you take your turn, put a card in the pool. Hand me your
We spent
bloodbath.
this one, but then what are you putting into a
But
pool for
the
later?
green one
Sure.
Hand me your
Oh,
bloodbath.
that
is the
was
one
it?
that he played.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Someone hold my chalice of blood.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
making wonder if I
And
was
then
misunderstanding.
Peaches is going to.
Caca.
He likes our new friend, and so Peaches is going to come up behind the guy that's messing with him and attack. So,
Okay.
So he does. He does so 11 to hit. I don't know if that does anything. Okay.
He
Gently
definitely is
caresses.
like. Caca!
Yes, okay. He's trying his best. I don't know.
All right. So, Simeon, would you like to go now?
Sure. Okay, so I am no longer in melee.
You are definitely no longer in melee.
Okay, so-
that has that. All right, for now. Dun dun dun.
So I have some gear that's gonna, make its debut. I have these kind of rockets attached to braziers and also my belt. So I leap up into the air, and
Your head a little.
and well, we're outside, right?
No, you're
We're
in
in
a
the
Okay.
parking garage.
Okay. Oh, how well?
It's like
Does that change?
they're typically like 12-ish feet.
Yeah, they're about 12-ish feet. You did see these guys move incredibly fast and seem to be unhindered by gravity as you know it. Some sort of breath power?
But yes, get up in
Do
there.
that without my hands. Some sort of breath power?
Does this make it more or less ominous?
I don't know. I was told by several people I had meetings with today that they needed me to cover up the Gauntman shirt because it made them feel unsettled.
Yeah.
Are we on kind of a more upper level?
No, you went down several
Okay,
levels
so
to get
we're
to this.
below.
Yeah, you're well below.
So maybe this isn't the opportunity to use. So I don't know. It's dramatic. So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do
Yeah,
so.
you
And-
fly up.
Third Nile Empire.
Yes.
And
We're drama
as my second, my second action and my multi-action, because will be to use my electro ray,
Okay.
braziers. And I'm gonna try to do a sweeping,
Multi-target?
a multi-target.
Okay. So how many people are you trying to hit?
Let's see. Let's say 3.
Okay. So multi-action is -2.
Okay.
2 additional targets is an additional -2 for each.
Maybe I'll do 2.
Okay, so you'll be at -4 total.
Okay. Plus my -1 from
you're
being wounded,
wounded.
right?
Yes. So you'll be at a total of -5. And that's to your final bonus after you roll.
Okay. So 16, 3, and I'm assuming I would use my energy weapon. Let's see, where is that? 11, so 14 minus 5. They're both at -5, or
So what's the final bonus?
okay. So
Just the final bonus. Don't add your skills in yet. Just what's
okay. The final bonus from the roll is a 3.
okay. So you're
Oh,
3 minus 5, so you'll be at -2 to each skill. So what's your energy weapon skill?
11.
Okay, so that's a 9.
Okay.
So a 9, you might want to spend a possibility here, John, because a 9
Yeah.
will not hit
Sure.
any of the guys you are trying to hit.
So roll the
So
9,
that's gonna
so
be a
that's going to
10.
be a 10.
Yep.
Yeah, so
So
26.
So what's your final bonus now?
So 26, right?
Mhm.
So 9 minus the 5, so 4. And then that's added to my
Your energy weapons.
energy weapons. So
Mhm.
15.
15. A 15 is enough to hit the 2 guys that you wanted to. What's the base damage on your electro ray?
I have that written down. Actually, let's see. Range, damage, 13.
13. All right. So you will inflict 2 shock to each of those 2 guys. All right. So this arc kind of spreads out even broader than you've seen it the last couple of times that Simeon has used it, thanks to the rain that is now soaking everything. Lapis or Edith, you are the ones remaining.
I should also mention that that I do have an enhancement on my rocket boot.
Okay.
That it's aerial acrobatics, so it's a -2, to defend or to.
People have all these cool things.
Okay.
Yeah, really.
You want one?
All right, awesome. Edith, Lapis, who's going next?
Want one of it?
Lapis in the middle of the rain hears you 2 talking and apparently turns, guns pointed at Simeon. Do you want a set of rocket boots?
We've never seen them before. We didn't know we wanted them.
Lily, go ahead.
Okay, well, despite how this fight has gone so far, I'm going to try trench coat warfare.
There you go.
Yay.
Get it.
So, you guys all hear the whipping noise of Edith throwing her trench coat back, like water just goes flying. Everything seems to kind of slow down as Edith reaches into her trench coat and pulls out.
Twin Webley revolvers.
All right.
Webley.
Wibbly.
Webley?
Not
Webley?
wobbly.
Webley?
Wibbly wobbly.
Not wibbly wobbly. Webley revolvers.
Because I'm from Roche.
Yeah.
So, you know.
All right, go
If I
ahead.
had had a chance, it would be twin. Cannot pronounce that. 13mm pistols.
Straight shot.
But
All right.
it's okay. So, all right. I have the page open here, so if I end up damaging anyone, we're in a
Yeah.
good place.
You shooting at the guy who punched you in your jaw?
Yes, obviously.
Obviously.
This
What?
man needs to be damaged.
Silly jam.
Glass jaw, you'll show his
Now,
socks,
I'm
don't
shooting
we?
him with both guns, yes? So is that multi-target?
No.
Okay.
Did
But-
you multi-action?
It did not. You don't count.
Who else? John did multi-action. John, you get
Oh, yeah.
opponent fails.
Yes.
And you put
Oh,
one of your.
can I
Yes.
also add?
Uh-huh.
It exists.
I know.
Cool.
All right, go for it.
Very good.
We can only have 4 of these. There's no limit. Okay.
Now, with 2 pistols.
21.
With 2
Oh,
pistols.
but I meant, what?
With 2 pistols, you could do a short burst, in which case you would do +2 to the final result because you're just fine. And that's kind of the point. Trenchcoat warfare is you fire and then you toss them and you pull the next guns out.
Yeah, so we'll do that. But I'm at -1 because I'm wounded.
Yeah, so that the
And
short
I'm not
burst
very
space,
vulnerable.
you're not very vulnerable. Yeah, that doesn't affect you. You just need to. You'll be
Very
at
good.
essentially a +1 to whatever your final result is.
Okay. So I am at 22.
Let's see here. This guy's dodge is 13. So right now you're up. You get a bonus die. If you want to spend a possibility, you're basically guaranteed to get 2 bonus dice of damage.
I need to hold on to my possibilities.
Okay,
but
so
thank
go
you.
ahead and roll your. What's the base? What's the base damage on your revolver?
So one of these revolvers has damage of 14.
Okay.
2 of them, I imagine, would have.
Well, that's why you got the
Damage
+2 to hit, but you get a bonus die of damage. So go ahead. So 2.
So we're at a 16 plus 5 because I just got a 6. So that's fine.
Nicely done.
So plus a total of 8. So 24.
So it's plus. That's why you got that +2 to the initial roll. So you don't get a +2 to
Right.
damage. So you're at 22. But
Oh,
the good
I'm
news.
sorry.
No, that's totally fine. The good news of that is that you're up. You did 2 wounds and 4 shock. All right, little guy. Let's see if
Good
you
job,
can
Lily.
soak this thing. I don't have faith in him. Oh, we got an 18. It's +5 to his spirit of 8, so that's a 13, which is good enough to still take a wound and take him out of the fight.
Good job,
Nice.
Lily.
All right, Edith fires these revolvers, tosses them to the ground. They hit and go skidding under cars, probably to be lost forever. As then Edith kind of reaches in and pulls out the next set of guns, which we'll get to here in a second. Lapis.
Okay, so Li Mae is still a distance away.
Yeah.
The fourth guy, because you keep saying there's 4 of them.
Three martial artists and Li Mae.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any box or like what is in front of the elevator door?
The big van
Okay.
that she
Yes.
came around.
Okay. Okay, my desire is to keep the doors open, but I don't want to stand in them.
That's fair, because there are more guys in there with guns
Yeah,
drawn.
there's 5.
Yeah.
5 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I will, my attempt then is to shoot at Li Mae and then move kind of down the parking lot away from the elevator doors in hopes of having her chase me away so that the rest of the group, I mean, if he wants to make sure I don't die, but if the rest of the group then wants to stop the elevator, like kind of free up the space in front of the elevator.
Okay.
And so if that would involve a trick or anything to get her to follow me.
If you want to get her to follow you, let's call it a taunt.
Okay, I can taunt.
Yep.
So she told me I'm really good at running away.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Now I'm gonna tell her. Well, you always stay too long, past when they still want you, and then double tap.
Okay.
Okay. This feels like.
Is her hair still moving all over the place?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have a -2.
You've got plenty of possibilities.
Possibly, I have plenty of possibilities. I'm not entirely sure what Li Mae can do. Oh, but that was +1 to attack. Okay. Cool. So I'm at an 18
18 to hit Li Mae.
and taunt. Or no, and then
Neener.
6 to taunt.
A 6 to taunt.
I don't taunt very well. I trick.
You really
I
don't.
very well either.
And apparently, you taunt just badly enough that she laughs. Her hair sort of ripples with the laughter. You definitely get the feeling that the hair.
Do I know what the hair is?
You don't. This is something new.
Okay.
But you do. You hit with. What did you get?
18.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. Base damage.
I'm looking that up right now. That will hit for a good. That is a good
Oh,
success.
good success. Awesome.
Yep.
So, and I took the trademark weapon, so I get to re-roll ones.
Aren't you
on
glad I
damage
told you
dice.
about
Thank
that?
you, buddy. Yeah, that's a total of 19 damage.
So 19 damage. Well, 7 up, 1 wound, 2 shock. She is reality rated as well, so we will spend 1 to soak. Spend another 1 to oak that up for just a little bit. That's a 10. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now you're cooking with gas. 24 plus 8. So you see the path of your bullet through the rain and the gas, and she just kind of tilts her head and her hair kind of parts, and the bullet goes right through it, hitting the windshield, and just it's bulletproof glass, so it spiders, but it doesn't actually penetrate the van.
Do I get a destiny card?
You
for
do
my
get a destiny card.
failed
You get
attempt to taunt? Thanks, buddy.
adrenaline.
I'm gonna put in Seize Initiative.
All right, everybody got their cards in play?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody ready for round 2?
Yes.
Let's see. I just read this that there are they standing in water now? Because,
They are standing in water.
Because I guess it adds 2 to the damage if in light rain or.
All right,
or standing
that would not have got them to a wound, but that definitely would have. No, that would have kept them in the shock band that they were.
Okay.
All right, when suddenly, I'm leaving the deck here. I normally try to, just keep shuffling it, but it's on screen, so I'm going to leave it where it's at. When suddenly, villains go first, heroes are confused. You may not use cards that are in your pool this round. but
I
you
can't
may
even use
add-
this to play at the beginning of the round. Seize
When does
initiative.
it say that you have to play it?
Play at the beginning of the round to keep the current drama card for another round, or flip a new one after the card for this round is revealed.
Greg, what's our timing chain on this? Like, I know if it was magic, how you would resolve it. Well, I'm not gonna let you keep the previous card because
No, it's whatever card you just flipped.
right, but it's
No, keep the current drama card
Yeah.
or flip a new one after the card for this round is revealed.
okay.
So I want you to flip a new one. I don't want you to go back to that old one.
See, here's the thing with the confused. I don't think you get to play it from your pool. The
Right.
confused line says no cards may be played from the pool this
Right.
round. So I think that's the
I
one
mean-
case where it's like.
Okay.
So you're
No,
gonna have to keep
that's
it for next
fine.
time. Defend or intimidate are the approved actions.
Okay.
Oh.
I can intimidate, guys. I'm much better at that.
All right. V, you can clearly see some guy hitting the button in the door, and the doors kind of shudder against your control and start to close.
No.
So I'm just letting you know that's what's going on inside. None of them can actually see you.
Craig rules in Becca's favor.
That's Mr. Furious.
That's a different one. That's a
Love
different
you,
Greg.
Mr. Furious.
So close, Craig.
I
So
appreciate.
I got
Mr.
really
Furious.
excited. Somebody agrees with me. This doesn't happen.
What? Yes, you.
For what it's worth, I agree with you too.
You only agree with her because it's on
Oh,
Weapon
No,
News.
The other Greg sides with JM.
All right.
You're right, Mr. Furious.
I'm
You
just
are a
gonna
Greg.
say that this is an equal Greg love.
It is.
Like we love all of the Gregs in chat. Just remember, Lapis is the villain.
So I gotta go with the villains then.
Ooh.
But Lapis is the villain, so I
And
gotta
you're
go
not
with the villain.
you're not confused, so you can play your card.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh, what?
I'm shooting Simeon, Simeon, the guy in front of you, takes a step off one car,
We
takes
tried.
the
We
step
tried,
off
we
the
tried.
other car, carving a path with his blade as he's attempting to get to you. You can just see that the air sizzles off the edge of his katana. And let's see how this works. Well, that's not great. I'm running out of possibilities here. He said that no one cares
No.
at the table.
Oh no, that's
Oh
terrible.
no, that's the worst, JM.
Well, guess it's
20
over.
versus your
Surrender.
melee defense, Simeon. Simeon, you get hit.
Okay.
You get hit hard, buddy.
Ouch.
No.
I see another use of my.
Mm-hmm.
Although you might just want to spend the possibility to soak this one.
Okay.
2, 8. I can math.
How does that
2 wounds and 4 shock.
work?
Yeah, I try to soak it.
So possibility to soak,
Yes.
You can actually soak wounds in this cosm.
and I forget how.
Yes, you can actually soak wounds in this cosm. Greg, I don't know what's going on. Apparently, Oros traumatized some of my players.
So how does this work? Or it just
You make a reality roll.
So make a roll, and then you're gonna do with your
So traumatized. that
reality.
you're using my puppet.
Oh, I got that extra book with the flaming hippo in. Do you want the old one? Okay.
17.
No.
Comes to do that.
Four.
The answer is always yes.
Minus the 1.
Tyrannic.
16
16?
for the reality roll.
Okay, so a 16 will soak all of that.
Okay.
So
Awesome. Good work.
as he brings the blade up, you kind of fly a little bit back, and one of the edges of your leather straps just kind of flutters to the ground. Tyrannic, he is making an attack on both you
Don't say Peaches.
and Peaches.
Oh.
What is Peaches' melee defense?
Oh man, not
That's
great.
high.
Not great.
You attack you attack the pets. Like I can attack PCs all day, but I threaten Gregor, Frank, or Peaches, and all of chat and the table
Melee's
just
dex-based.
or Sadie.
12,
Because
yeah.
let's be honest, as cool as Sadie was, she was MC.
MC
Fang
Fang with the PC.
Yeah.
That's correct.
12.
All right. Plus 8. And tyrannic.
Action, taunt, or what?
Intimidate.
Intimidate or dodge.
Okay, would either you or Peaches like to take the defend action?
I think Peaches definitely.
Okay, so here's how the Peaches can't get the destiny card from it. But Peaches won't get to take an action this turn.
Okay.
You will roll a melee roll, and what you roll, your final total is your defense for the round.
Okay.
Minimum of +1. So
Okay. So, so yeah, Peaches will do that. And so so which one do I use?
unarmed.
Unarmed.
Yep.
Okay. So that is an 18.
All right. So Peaches does not get hit,
Okay.
and you're like, yes, Peaches, you're. As this blade just comes down, this guy's actually going to expend some shock for extra damage,
Oh.
and
It's a choice.
14, 15, 16. And 16, tyrannic. Is that 10? So that's up. And then bonus damage. So 14, 18.
So is defend an action?
2 wounds and 4 shock.
It takes up your turn.
Yeah, so basically you respond to increase your defense.
Okay.
But Li Mae comes running crosses the distance between you and her. As she's running, rain streaming behind her. Her hair right before she hits you kind of spikes out into multiple different tendrils of hair, and you can see that the end of each braid is a heavy silver spiked kind of
Dagger.
yeah.
Pointy shirt.
Like a flail.
Yeah, her hair is like a flail.
She
I
whips
feel
her
like
hair
I
back
feel
and
like that could be right up there with your hair is like the sand. Possibility point if you get that awful reference. Your hair is like a flail.
I just said she whips her hair back and forth.
How big are
I
her?
thought about making a dwarf character.
It's
like
gotta be
that.
pretty big.
Oh, just crazy here.
But also, how many
Well,
times
no,
is she?
with
All right,
that,
so she is
like a
going
flail
to
ball
attempt
at the
to
end.
trick you with the hair and lure you into a disadvantageous position, while she then
Entice you with her hair.
pumps you full of bullets.
Sure.
You know, the bullet pumping.
Mm-hmm.
+6. What's your trick?
11.
11. That's on 6. Her trick is. So she got a good success.
Okay.
She's going to make you very stymied with this. Okay. So you're going to take -4 to everything that you do,
-4 to me. Okay.
-4 to you, and then she will shoot you with the. She gets a bonus die for vengeful because you. No, you didn't wound her. She soaked it. Sorry. Doing all of the math in my head.
I believe in you.
Math is hard.
So no bonus dice of
Okay,
damage,
for
but
some
she
of us.
does hit you. And with double tap and the other thing, that's +4. So that'll be 17 versus your toughness of.
9.
So that's up 8. A wound and 2 shock.
Okay.
Are you
Yep.
force fielding it?
Yep.
All right, heroes, it is your turn.
Cool. If you guys don't mind,
No,
I
go
would
for it.
like to shoot her
No.
several times.
I thought you were gonna become best friends. Hug it out.
That's right. Let's bury the
No.
hatchet.
In your back.
All right, Lapis, she's all up in your face.
Cool. Do I still get to use my fire, or is it now?
You can still use your fire.
Okay.
Fisticuffs.
Because she's not coming at me with her melee weapon. She's coming at me with her
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put the possibility on that. Alright, well. So. 2 with my fire weapon.
Which one?
The fire combat.
So what's the total? Sorry.
22.
Even with the -4?
Mm-hmm.
All right. A 22 is a good success.
Good job.
It's a 5 exploded. 7, 21 damage.
21 damage. All right, time to spend some possibilities.
Oh, she dies.
21 is a total of. It's up 11, so that's a wound and 4, or 2 wounds and 4 shocks. She will spend a possibility to soak. She will spend a possibility to increase that. That's a 13. That's a 1. 11. So she will take 1 wound from that.
Cool.
So bullets go she comes running in, the two of you collide, hair kind of is everywhere, multiple shots go off, and when she takes a step back, Li Mae is bleeding from a wound, just a small cut to the side.
No, a gunshot wound.
Yeah,
I'm using guns.
you are using guns.
Pew,
Who's
pew.
going next?
Anybody feeling inspired?
Oh, and I put adrenaline into the pot.
I was
Okay,
just going to
perfect.
defend, so. I don't really have.
I am going to try and throw the emergency brake on the elevator so it's not going anywhere. Like, really?
Give me a computer's roll. This will be because of the security here in the building. It's a 16 is the target number, which you hit. To completely lock out the elevator, you're going to need a good success or better.
Okay.
If you get a regular success, you will lock it out for a round like you did last time.
Okay. Well, that's a 10. That's a 14, so that's 24.
Plus 8.
So that's 22. 20, yeah.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
All right, so you have locked out the elevator.
Excellent.
You guys see the little up arrow above the elevator kind of flicker and then turn into an unhappy face, and the doors go slamming open.
Awesome.
V is in her
24.
element. I mean, she's not in cyber papacy, but everything here is.
Yes.
This is so
Simeon.
much better than a Roche.
Yes, so much better.
All right, what's the plan?
I think I'm just gonna do a defend. You know, just bolster my.
Okay.
Now, if he engaged me in melee, my
Melee
rockets-
defense is going to be your. Yep.
my rockets probably disengage and I come back down, and so I'm probably just gonna.
Okay. Go
bolster
ahead and
up.
give me the defend roll. So you're going to make a melee combat roll.
Okay, so melee combat or.
Melee weapon.
Or, oh, so I'm actually using a weapon to do that?
It's still that number.
Okay, so.
Melee combat or unarmed?
You don't have any melee weapons out, right?
Right. Well,
Throw out some bows.
right. I mean, I kind of have a.
Give me another
a
combat roll.
that
Go
I-
for it.
What's that?
It really is, Mr. Furious. He said that you hacking in Pan Pacifica is like using a plasma torch to cut through butter.
3.
It's like Pan Pacifica technology. Oh no, separate papacy technology.
Well, Empire's not far over.
Nile Empire technology is like here.
Right.
It took a hard turn.
We're level
somewhere.
20. We're just.
So my
off the
melee
board.
is
It's a lot of
8, so
steam.
and I rolled a 3 minus 1, so that's a 10.
Okay, so your melee defense is up by 2 for the round.
Okay.
Okay, and you get a destiny card, which is Inspire. Put a card in the pool. Tyrannic, Edith, and no, just Tyrannic and Edith.
Edith, you go first.
Do it, eat it.
So where did the guy go that we were following?
He got
The guy who
pulled
got
into the
kidnapped?
elevator,
Oh.
and there are 5 other guys with guns who have
Yeah.
now kind of moved
Now, these
to the
are-
door of the elevator.
Owl.
You can see them, but they can't
It's
get a
not a
beat
shirt.
on anyone from where they're standing.
Because of the rain.
The rain, the halogen fog, the van.
Anything that's out
the V, like
But
V is just
Are those
V's presence
guys
just everywhere.
armed?
Yeah, they've got
And legs.
guns.
When they give you a card, give you-
I mean, so do I.
Yeah, I've got guns.
Damn.
You fools! We all have guns.
So you can do that?
Make 'em roll
Don't
or
use a
something.
rocket
Like,
launcher
no,
or
no,
you'll
okay.
kill the old man.
You'll be like, oh, here.
Right. Sage advice. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. So can I fire at the guys that are in the door to the
So
elevator?
you can. I will let you know if you start shooting at them, they will start shooting back.
Also, I need to know what guns you just pulled out of your trench.
Yeah, we all want, like, the real question is
Yeah.
what is Edith just drawn from inside the Monster Hunter duster?
Well, so the puzzling thing is, it starts with the Webley revolvers, and then it goes to pepperbox pistols,
Okay.
which are significantly less powerful than Webley revolvers. So I don't know what's going on there, but that's where we're at.
All right, well, pull out your pepper box pistols. But here's the thing, okay? Here's the difference. The Webley revolver, right? You get, when you're using the two of them, it gives it the short burst trait. The pepper boxes go from a short burst because you're using two to a long burst, and you basically will get +4 to your total. Because the pepper boxes
Really?
can fire faster. Yeah, when you use two pistols and two guns in melee range, it increases their rapid fire option by 1. That's where
that's
the
interesting.
advantage is.
All right. I mean, so all right, Lapis is in some sort of thing with this person who knows her, and there's still two, or is there only one other person still standing?
There are 2 other people standing. One is both of them have katanas that hiss and smoke in the rain and have bright edges to them, and they are currently against Tyrannic and Simeon.
All right, fine. Then I will shoot at both of them because unfortunately I have Whirlwind and get to ignore multi-target penalties.
That's with melee attacks.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to shoot at them anyway, and so I will be at -3 for that.
Okay, so you want to hit, instead of firing at one, like both at 1, you're going to split them into 2. All right, so here's how in that case you won't get the bonus. You'll just be at whatever your wound penalties are minus the 2 for multi-target. So go ahead.
All right, so I spent my drama card on that.
Okay. You can't spend cards this round.
Oh, I can't spend cards this round. Fine, I will spend a possibility. You're rude.
You're rude.
18.
An 18 is a good success on both of them. So
Great.
go ahead and you'll get to roll damage individually.
All right, so the base damage on the pepper box is 9, yes?
Yes. And then
Okay,
a bonus
fine.
damage for each.
First one is +4, so it's a 13. And the second one is also a +4, so a 13.
So a 13 on each will inflict. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news?
The bad news is you inflict no wounds on these guys.
Rude.
However,
is upsetting.
the good news is that you inflict 2 shock. And the one in front of Simeon spent 2 shock to do a bunch of extra damage, and so you knock him clean out.
He just faints from terror.
The force of the pepper box forces him into like the mirror on a large truck and cold cocks him and knocks him out in the water. I mean, he's face up in the water, but you have an unconscious person in case that is of use to you
The
sometimes.
vapors.
Cool. It's katana time, so
It's katana time.
I think Tyrannic, he's upset that he would even dare to go for Peaches, so he's gonna do a cool move to get between this guy and Peaches.
What's the cool move?
I'm thinking, maybe a roll to a blade pose. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so you kind of
Yeah.
tumble and come up Katana
Yeah.
in like a defense position. All right.
And then he's gonna, we're in a full-on sword fight. That's what's happening.
Okay. Full on sword fight.
Oh no.
Use those possibilities.
Tyrannic stabs himself in the gut.
Yikes.
It's a hairy carry-off.
Oh,
and,
no,
The other guy's
okay.
not playing.
That's
Alright.
okay. It becomes a 10.
Oh, it does. Okay. All right. That could have been really bad. Okay. So.
2 twos.
Yeah, that winds up with 2 twos being a 12.
Just the fact that it's just in my head when Tyrannic did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a 12 total, which is a
Wasn't a
total
roll,
of
it was
plus
a-
0.
Yeah.
Belly stuff.
Yeah. So we're at a 12 total.
You're at a 12 total. Okay, so here's the thing. Not only do you not hit,
It looks cool.
it looked really cool.
Okay. All right.
It
You
looked
didn't cut
really
yourself.
cool.
Okay.
Really cool.
You're saying I shouldn't roll 2 twos in a row. Is what you're saying.
Like, if you had the choice,
Yeah.
I would definitely not have done that. But he will take 1 shock, putting him dangerously
Yeah.
close to knocking himself out. He will counter-strike you.
Oh, great.
So
Okay.
you bring the blade up, his blade hits yours, and in a blur, he brings it around
Oh no.
to try and strike you.
No.
Oh.
Is that a dunce cap for dice?
Oh no.
And a timeout chair.
And a
yes.
timeout chair.
That's
Thank you,
brilliant.
Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you need to shame or punish your dice.
This is his first day with a katana. I feel like we need to cut.
I feel like the
Tyrannic.
claws, you couldn't quite get a
Yeah,
good
we
grip.
could
You got
cut
a
him
little
some
thrown
slack.
off.
So we gotta like bulk up the handle so the claws don't.
Right.
Lily! The next
So,
time we have downtime,
Tyrannic.
we need to bedazzle Tyrannic's claws.
They're already gold.
Yes, we do.
Sequins.
So here's the thing that
gems.
when the next time that you're that may not happen.
Oh, no.
Tyrannic, you just took
So good.
2 wounds and 4 shock.
I don't like that, so I should definitely.
So the blades kind of spark as they hit against each other, and he just slides it up the side of your face and lays open your face to the cheekbone. What do? You try and soak it?
For sure. Yeah. Ooh. It's a 2. All right. Great. That's not terrible.
If you need to put it in here and shake it,
Right.
you're also welcome to.
I think.
Just remember, Polaroid Company
Well,
advises
use
you
it
not to shake
soak,
it.
so you don't have any.
So I don't have any more?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, so that is not good. That winds up being a
Okay.
6.
A 6.
Yeah.
So you will take the 2
I'll
wounds.
take the 2. So that's
All right, Tyrannic, a flap of skin and
Blech.
scales just kind of falls away, blood falling down in a red sheet. I think that's your side, yeah?
I think so.
All right, here we go.
Better card.
Title of the card is Oh No.
Fix it!
Next card.
Is this even worse?
Did you stack the deck?
No, you all saw
We
me
talked
shuffle.
about this.
This one is just called Torg. Villains go first. Heroes are stymied. Taunt and defend is are the approved actions. You all hear, forget it. I am paying you good money to protect me, and if that's who I think it is, and the villains go first, and the 5 guys kind of come out in a protective cordon with the young guy in the nice suit, and they start backing away the opposite way,
Oh,
kind
good.
of coming around. They have their guns drawn.
But they're retreating?
Yep, and Li Mae says, go! I will ensure they do not follow me.
Oh wait, do they have the old man with them?
They do not have the old man.
They left him.
Good.
Okay.
All right, well, Katana to the face. 3 cards are in the stack, so come on, buddy.
Oh, but we can play cards this round.
You
yes?
can use cards this
Okay,
round.
let's
That's
play
why I
this
used
time.
one.
He recovers all of his shock. One in front of Sugi is KO'd.
Wait, hold on, back up. Last round when he bit biffed it, we still couldn't play cards.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, never mind. Just making sure. I have a second chance waiting for you if you need it.
Thank you.
How long
The guy
my
past your guard
defense
snakes a hand around your neck
Just
and
like
kind
that.
of bends you backwards and takes the katana and tries to drive it into your gut.
Wait for me to do that since we were
Yep.
acting second?
Yep.
Or does it last
Does
No,
someone-
until...
it'll last
Can we-
right now.
Can we use opponent fails? Training's about to get
Yes, 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 yes. Opponent fails.
Thank you.
You managed to wiggle out of it like some sort of cartilage-filled dinos.
Cartilage filled.
Covered in
A
halogen
greased
foam and
cartilage
slick
filled
with
dinos.
blood and water,
Blech.
you pop free of his hold.
Oh wow.
Like a
It's the
greased
opposite
pig.
of Winnie the Pooh.
That's right. It's the opposite of the Winnie the Pooh. I do feel like there's some sort of like you throw out 3 dinos that are covered in grease and label them 1, 2, and 4, and then just see what. No, okay.
Yeah. it'll last for
That's
years.
those guys. Li Mae is. You see her come in, and she tries to get a foot behind yours, and all of her hair kind of catches you right in the face.
Or not.
She's gonna try and maneuver you.
She can cry.
She's gonna try and maneuver you.
You're keeping that one that fell off?
I've been keeping all
Okay.
of the ones that
Okay,
fall
just
off.
checking.
That's right.
Do
Hold
I get
on
a
to
glory?
it.
Yeah, because that's a lot.
You don't have a glory card though.
60, 83.
I do. Does it count?
No, don't give it to JM.
Yes, give it to me.
No.
No. Yes. Plus 19
My maneuver is a 16.
minus
Dang.
2. So that's a plus 17. All right, your maneuver is a what?
Becca, would you like a drama card?
Yeah, I have second chance or hero if you need it.
I mean, can I... Second chance or hero? Okay.
This one lets you reroll. This is a
Well, I haven't rolled anything, so...
Right.
Do you
Just-
want to make a defend action because she has
Yes.
player's choice?
Yes, I would like to do a
Then
defend action.
give me a maneuver.
Okay.
I'm letting you know if she gets player's choice, she will knock you out and take you away.
That's fair. And I will... You guys will be like, oh good! We're done! No more Lapis. That's a relief. Okay. So, 21 minus 4. I'm at a 23.
Well,
I like that map.
a 23 means she only gets a good success.
Okay.
So you are going to be
Oh,
very
technically,
stymied.
I'm already very
Oh,
stymied.
you haven't taken an action. When you took, it goes away as soon as you
Oh.
take your action.
Oh, then I'm
You're
actually at a 27.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then she only gets a good
Oh,
regular
that's how that
success.
Okay.
All right, so she
this
will
go to the
she will make you stymied, which is
Okay.
regular stymied,
Mm-hmm.
and then she will shoot you while you're on the ground.
But you survived.
Just quick look at what this talent.
It doesn't
These
do
go
anything.
away after
It's
Probably
just for show.
not.
anything unused.
I'm pretty sure kill shot is just a silly name or something.
It's another name for a hug.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Just a really tight hug.
Yeah, a smothering hug.
It's the best kind. What?
You did wound her. Okay.
I did.
You totally did. What is your dodge? Is 19?
Yes.
So minus. All right, so she gets only 1. She got a good success on you,
Okay.
but she is spending shock to get a bonus die.
Okay.
What's your armor again?
1.
He's okay. So that
My
doesn't.
total.
So total of 9.
Yeah.
All right, you guys see she knocks Lapis to the ground and fires shots into her torso region. And thanks, Mr. Furious. Both were the same number.
You're not supposed to help him.
You
He's
don't know
an
that.
equal opportunity. He tried to back me, so now he's backing me up.
That'll be 2 wounds and 4 shock.
Now,
Good shit.
okay, question. Since I had declared defense
Mm-hmm.
on my force shield has I could protect someone else.
We have already established that Lapis, how far away can you do that? Because she is further away than 5 meters.
Okay, that's probably
And I have more charges than you do.
okay.
I think.
You're gonna use your
so.
charges?
Actually, I would like to instead suffer 2 shock to soak damage by doing uncanny dodge.
Okay.
So instead of spending a possibility, I spend 2 shock
Okay.
and make it my reality check. Ooh, that's a 10. Yes. What do I roll? I don't know what to roll after that. Oh, that's a 20.
Ooh, look at you!
Mr. Fury says, I just like helping people.
And a 4. So that's
Oh.
34.
From here, it looked like the 20 symbol, and I was like, Becca's on fire!
I'm dodging this. Minus 2, so 6 to my reality, so that's a 19.
Alright. 19 is 2 wounds and all shock, so you take no damage from that.
Good work.
Alright, that's my turn.
Did you take 2 shots?
Heroes, you are stymied, so don't forget you're in -2 to all tests until the end of the round. Lapis,
Mm-hmm.
because you're already stymied, you'll be vulnerable. That's just from my
Okay.
maneuver, just FYI.
Okay. Q. Q,
Now, what are
cool.
the approved actions?
The
Defend.
approved actions are defend or taunt.
Taunt. I
Would
am
you like to taunt a second time?
not going to taunt a second time. Although that would get me a card. I would like to do a really cool roll, break from her weird braids, stand up and shoot.
Okay.
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing anything to you.
Why?
Do you need to put it in the timeout?
Well, it's
chart?
one of those things where the one I choose to roll first rolls the low number. The one that rolls second rolls the high number.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
So even when I switch it, it doesn't matter. Alright, so that's a 24 on my dice. Which is 8, but minus 2. So I'm at 6.
Restar, opponent fails was handed out tonight. I just saw that.
And 24
24
on
is a
my pew pew.
outstanding success. So you
It
get
is.
2 bonus dice of damage.
Job. Get it.
Oh, I get to re-roll all
You
the
get to
ones.
read those.
Yay! Ooh! Exploded. 5,
So,
8,
just gonna-
13.
so a total of
Plus 14, 27.
27's up 15. That's 3 wounds and 6 shock.
Where'd that stat come from?
Down. I don't. He just magic. I think he just like.
This is my beta clearance pile.
Right, I saw your stack dwindling.
That was the individual piles.
It could be worse. She could be a nightmare.
It's very
That's
true.
absolutely
It is
true.
At
absolutely
least if she
true.
goes down, she will most likely stay.
She will take the wound. So she soaked 2 wounds in all of the shock,
Okay.
so she will take the wound.
So she's at 2 wounds now.
Yep.
Very nice. We're gonna add some willpower to the pool.
All right.
Good
Who's
job.
going next?
Do you
They
wanna
are
heal
taking.
yourself?
They are taking
I'm
whoever
assuming
this
that is-
young executive is away.
Do we care about him or no?
Don't. Not saying you have to. I'm just saying they will be out of sight at the end of this round.
And they're taking him into the elevator? Or?
Nope. They took him out of the elevator and they're backing around the other way.
Does anybody in this group care about the executive? Do we want to try and stop them, or do we want to let him go?
You guys just told me to, save the old man, so.
Right, that's what I was planning to do.
Right.
But
I just want to know what they were doing with the old man.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That is the old man they're taking
No.
away?
no,
No.
old man's still technically in the elevator.
So you think?
Well, that was gonna be. I was gonna run and see if I can
You
get
wanna
to
do
the
it?
elevator and see if
Yeah,
he's in
I
there.
could do that.
Yeah.
All right. So as you come running up to the elevator, you can see that the old man is on the floor. He has a livid bruise that is rising to the surface. It looks like somebody pistol whipped him, and he seems to be unconscious and breathing kind of.
Okay, remind me, first aid takes time?
Yes, 10 minutes.
First aid takes 10 minutes to heal a wound.
Okay.
If you would like to try and revive him, you can give me a first aid check.
Okay, great.
Can we tell if he's unconscious due to shock or due to injury?
That's what she's going to find out right
Oh,
now.
okay.
While she's doing that, who's going?
Edith, shoot them all.
Edith, what's your next gun?
The
Just
next
kidding.
gun
JM
is.
knows a shot-off Coach shotgun.
Oh yeah, there we go. That sounds
Cool.
exciting.
The fact that
that's
you
in
just
here.
pulled it from your trench coat is the exciting part.
The trench coat is a trench coat of many dimensions.
That's right.
Apparently, and
Bigger
that's
on the
awesome.
inside.
Yeah, it's of the McLeod brand.
All right, so I will shotgun.
The guy who's trying to shish kebab Tyrannic or
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy who's got the katana, who's trying to wrestle a greased tyrannic. Carry on.
Totally fair. Go give me the roll.
Yes.
He is unconscious with a 21. You can bring him around. He's just been knocked in the head. Probably has a small concussion. Definitely looks like his clothes are all akimbo. Like they were rifling through his pockets or something.
Are you okay? Do you need?
Oh, where am I?
You're in an elevator in a parking garage. You were abducted.
Yes, that I remember. I also remember being hit in the side of the
Yeah,
head.
you have a really big bruise. I wouldn't sit up too quickly.
He sits up and immediately. V is definitely a sympathetic puker. V, I'll come back to you here real quick.
Great. Carry on.
What'd you get, Edith?
Does a 14 do anything?
You mean aside from hit him in the back?
Yeah.
No, I mean it hits him for a regular success. What's the base damage on your coach gun?
13.
All right. So you hit him in the back. He goes stumbling forward a bit, but manages to right himself, and he turns around and he looks right at you. Just slash of his eyes, slash of Edith's eyes, looking at each other.
All right, Peaches is coming to my rescue.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I was not aware that was a sound Velociraptor made.
He's not a velociraptor. He's a pterodactyl.
Oh, sorry, pterodactyl.
Right, yeah, so of course that's the sound they make.
MC
Yeah,
Fang
no,
was a
pterodactyls
velociraptor.
make
Yeah.
sense.
MC Fang was the last dinosaur that
Yeah.
you journeyed with. I understand it's very confusing.
It is.
Yeah.
I enjoyed both Sadie and MC Fang.
Yes.
They didn't abandon me in my time of need.
Wow.
Okay,
I didn't-
13
No,
Didn't even know you.
A 13
yeah,
to
for the Peaches to attack my samurai guy.
spend that point of shock. He blocks Peaches as Peaches comes in, and then just pushes up with the blade to try and cut Peaches.
Oh.
Doing so much first aid.
Maddie, I imagine that V has in her heads-up display like everyone's biometrics, including Peaches. And it's like red, red, red.
I don't have enough band-aids.
What's Peaches' unarmed defense?
Peaches' unarmed defense is a 13.
Or I will take the base damage on that. What's Peaches' toughness, and how many points of that is armor?
He has no armor.
All right, what's his toughness?
He doesn't have
I think 6, right?
Yeah, it's his strength.
Well, where's
We don't have a toughness.
don't have
Toughness
it.
is strength.
Toughness
Less
is strength.
armor.
6?
6 plus 8. All right, so Peaches will take a wound and 2 shock.
Oh no.
No.
I don't like that. Okay.
You're not sure how he got all of his initials in there, but
Oh man. Well, I gotta heal myself too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heal yourself first. Avenge Peaches
No,
later.
now I'm really upset. So.
I mean,
Tyrannic,
I
heal
will say-
thyself.
Yeah, spend a
Pun game on point.
drama card.
Okay, you're spending your drama card.
Yeah, spend my drama card.
I mean,
Just
it
wait
could
till
be
we go to
worse.
Cyber
Peaches
Cave
could
and
be
see.
a
I'm
skin
filled
suit
with
that someone
religious
was wearing.
beliefs.
Yeah,
Because that's
don't
happened
like
before.
And
Don't like
cold
that.
bitterness. That's what I'm filled with.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, well, that's not bad.
Okay, with my drama card, it's outstanding success. All wounds.
Nice.
You are
Nice.
up.
So you just sort of glow with the
Yes.
power of life, and all of your wounds knit shut.
Yes.
All right, Simeon, finishing up our round here.
Okay, so where are my assailants now?
There is
This point.
one guy in front of Tyrannic,
Okay.
but he definitely looks right now like he wants to cut Edith. There's the lady who is facing off against Li Mae. Or Lapis, sorry. Lapis is the lady facing off against Li Mae.
Wait, who's the enemy? Wait,
You know what? It's Pan Pacifica. The law of intrigue is in effect. You're not sure who you should be rooting
Okay,
for.
all right.
For Lapis. So the real question
I
is,
can't believe I paid you once.
which fight do you want to step in the middle of?
Right.
There's a lady
Well,
with
she's kind of going alone with
She
Share Lady.
is.
I'm thinking she needs
So-
some help. So,
In less than 6 seconds.
so I'm gonna yell out at her, "Leave her alone! Let's see what you got."
Okay.
And,
That was the last we heard of Simeon.
yeah,
Oh.
Go ahead.
Um,
Take your shot.
And yeah, I'm gonna use my energy weapon again
Yes.
on her.
In the back.
That's not so good, and I don't have possibilities to spend. Let's see. So yeah, that misses.
Okay.
So because it's at a minus
Is she
4,
looking
so-
pretty rough?
She's looking hurt.
Do you want
Um,
second chance so you can try and shoot her again?
Yeah, if I could. Yeah,
Cool. Ah!
that's worse.
That dice needs to go in
All right.
timeout.
There is this. It's not
Right
a 1 though, right?
No,
No,
it's
it's
a
a
Okay.
2.
There's this blast, like you fire, but you kind of fire through one of the sprinklers, and it just sort of diffuses the electroblast in a brilliant arc
Okay.
display. You spot a weakness is the next card. Villains go first, but are stymied, so they'll take a -2 to all of their actions.
Well, I
Heroes.
forgot that I was stymied on top of that too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maneuver or taunt is the approved action. So,
Yeah.
Oh, did I get anything for taunting her when I?
you actually have to make the taunt
Oh,
roll
that,
and
that's an
succeed
actual
at
taunt
it.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a rules question.
Sure.
Can you share cosmic cards?
I know you can share destiny cards, like change them through the pool. I would have to look that up. Unless chat.
Hmm.
4.
2.
8. So total of 14. I can't spend any more, so it's a +1, but they're stymied, so it's a total of -1. -1 minus.
Unless she's double tapping, then she's a +1. So she's at 0.
She has an up because you wounded her. She's got vengeful.
The villains are stymied, or are we are too?
All right.
Villains are stymied.
And that doesn't. So 17, 21. And she is double tapping. Thank you. 21. So she's at a total of +1, which is +9 to her shooting of that. So
Excuse you. I am not a that.
You are a
9,
person
7.
with a
So I get
name.
exact.
and
Again, I get
value.
exactly a 19. I can't get over the dodge threshold.
Good.
So you will take a total of
Nothing.
no, definitely not that.
Negative.
Sure. Nope. Still
Actually,
not
I'm gonna
that.
give you health back.
You will take 1 bonus die worth of damage. So total of Oh no, I did base damage. Sorry. 13 minus 9 is 4. You will take 2 shock from that attack. And you guys hear the squealing of tires as this very sleek Mitsubishi sports car comes kind of peeling around the corner, sending foam and water just spraying in an arc.
It doesn't get any of us, does it?
It doesn't get any. Definitely gets Peaches.
Ah.
Kind of spins
That
like
smells good.
through the water around the van, and Li Mae kind of leaps up into the air, lands in the back seat, gives you both fingers,
Oh, I was about to say, I can burn both
and
fingers.
tears off out of here. So you guys have the choice. You can, at the start of next session, you can turn this into a chase scene, or you can let them go.
Okay.
It's your choice. But that's where we're going to
Good
bring
to
the
know.
session to an end tonight. Guys, that was awesome. Like, you guys were all doing great. Maddie with the preventing them from going to the secure penthouse that also has a panic room. Good job. Maddie, Tyrannic, didn't die, healed all of yourself. Looked
Hey.
really cool in your first katana fight.
There you go.
Most
Looked
first katana
cool.
fights don't end that well for the guy who is picking up a sword for the first time.
There
Edith got to use trenchcoat warfare,
Yeah, she did.
which was amazing. Simeon got to fly around a parking garage and shock people with an electro ray, and Lapis got to be Lapis, which is reward enough. And chat, you guys were totally on point tonight. I greatly appreciate you as always. Ton of love for all of the Gregs and the Bens and Brians and Zero Earth elements that are in the chat tonight. If I've missed you, I apologize. We love all of the people in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Check out all of the other great shows on the Ulysses International channel. We will be back on Thursday night with more fun, more fights, and more thrilling heroics by the crew of the Oh Boy. You can check out all the other great shows. Tune in Thursdays for Ulysses Worlds, which will tell you all about everything that you want to know about Ulysses games. There is a new Kickstarter launching for Fading Suns here soon. We will keep you updated on that. That will be the New Frontiers Kickstarter that will cover a ton of great things. I think Maddie might be excited for this one. I don't know. There might be a book on brother battles. I'm sure that.
I can't wait to read about battle buns.
Bill, if you're watching, battle bun perk. That's all I'm saying. And check out, as we said, JD will be posting this in the chat again, hopefully, and on the show notes. Check out the Hostile Takeover, a new Torg adventure available for the Foundry VTT. You can go check out Foundry again if you want to know more about it. We've done 2 episodes on the Iconic Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, iTunes, your favorite podcast delivery system. And please, if you are at all interested in creepy, gothic, beautiful art, check out Bob's Dark Patina, a new set of cards that are a deck of playing cards if you play Savage Worlds. Available on Kickstarter right now. They're doing quite well. It has already achieved the Kickstarter seal of projects we love. So check that out. So until next time, these are the Horsemen, silently working tirelessly behind the scenes. That is our producer, JD. I am JM the GM, and hopefully we will see you all next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming, and we'll see you next Tuesday for more Torg. Have a good one.